Hey y'all, Kevin here, and this is Pure Reviews, where I review all kinds of products. So if you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And in particularly, if you find this video useful or helpful, be sure to hit that like button before you go. Maybe even leave a comment that simply says thanks. Really helps out the channel a ton, and I greatly appreciate it. So today's product is available on Amazon, and I've included a link in the description that will take you directly to the product page where you can see the current price point, see if it's on sale, all that lovely information. But what is it? Today's product I want to share with you is a video doorbell by a company called Litokam. This is the box that it arrives in. Once you open it up, you're naturally going to get some instructions. Take a flip through these, but we're going to cover a lot of the features right here in the video. You are also going to get the mounting bracket. Obviously, this is important. I love these things. It includes a little sticker here that makes mounting super easy, so you know where to screw in the holes. And then there is a nice little foam part that's going to protect this against your house. And then you will mount the bracket itself. Then you are going to get the doorbell, which we're going to cover here in details. But in addition, you are going to get a USB to USB Type-C charging cable to power up the battery. This is a battery device. However, it does come with the hardware. If you have a hardwired electric doorbell, you can attach this to the low voltage and then get power, so that way the battery always stays topped up. You don't ever have to worry about taking it down. Fortunately, I don't have that set up. I use the battery. Now, one of the things I like about this particular doorbell is it comes with a chime. So some of the doorbells out there, they don't come with chimes. You have to rely on having your phone on you, and that's just not sometimes practical. Well, this guy you can plug into any outlet, has a nice speaker on the back side, it has a sync button, which also allows you to cycle through the chimes. This thing comes with 10 different chimes. So if you don't like one, you can pick another one. It's got a lot of options for you. Obviously, it's going to include all the various hardware accessories for attaching it. But let's go over the doorbell itself. So right here on the back, it does have a slot for a micro SD card. So this thing did come with a 16 gigabit SD card. If you want to put up to a 128 gigabit one in here, you can. Just make sure it is a higher class, like class 10, so that way it can record that 2K footage, because it does record 2K footage, which is really nice. Now, behind this other rubber stop here, this is where you will notice where you will plug in the USB Type-C to charge it up, and then there is also right there the power button to turn it on when you are setting it all up and go. Now, on the front side, you have the camera, as you can see right there. You have a motion detector. There is a little infrared light and a mic hole, and then the big easy-to-see button, which has a glowing LED ring around it. So when somebody approaches, it's very clear where they are going to press. Now, let's talk about the camera itself. This doorbell is a little unique because it has a 3:4 ratio. Well, what does that mean? It means it's actually, instead of doing like what you see on a phone camera where it's got a long horizontal, it's actually kind of turned it more of a vertical position, so that way you can see the full person from head to toe, if you will. As I mentioned, it does do 2K resolution, so it's a little bit better than 1080p. It has a very wide field of view. Has a 170-degree field of view. So it's designed to capture everything around you. Now, through the app, this is kind of important, especially for me, because it is running on battery powered. You can zone out things. So if you want it to only pick up a certain area, once you detects motion in that zone, you can highlight it, so that way if a person walks into that zone, then it'll start recording, and then you can exclude others. So if you have like a street, you can exclude the street, so that way it's going to cut down on false alarms, like if a car drives by. It's not 100% perfect, but it definitely helps reduce it, and it also helps save the battery life itself. It also has what's called like a blackout mode. Now, I don't really use this, but let's say you always park in the street and you don't want, you share your footage with somebody and you don't want your car to be seen. You can like highlight an area, and it'll just basically make a big gray square and block that out, if you will. Like I said, I don't really use that feature, but it is a feature if you are worried about sensitive information or you have an address out there or something like that. Now, as I mentioned, it does have night vision. So the night vision is pretty far. It's going to be like some 30 feet, plenty of room. I mean, I noticed that the person's triggered is a lot closer because of my motion ranges. So the night vision works very well. It's obviously black and white footage. As far as connection, it connects via your 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi connection. So If you have a dual router, just make sure it's going to the 2.4. If it's split out, which is how we have it, make sure it's going to the 2.4, not the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. As far as battery life, it has a 5,200 mAh battery. So what does that mean? It means you're probably going to get 4 to 6 months. Now, that is a just kind of bold statement there. That's going to depend on how often this camera is triggering. If you have it in a spot where it has a lot of activity, you could end up charging this thing up monthly. But if you have a spot where it doesn't get triggered very often, when it's truly just somebody coming and approaching your doorbell, then you're going to get a lot longer. I get about a month and a half. And that's just because I live off a more busy street. I do get false alarms. I do have, we don't have a mailbox. I have a post person comes straight to my door. So every day it goes off multiple times because of packages and whatnot. So I get, the battery usage is a lot more, but it lasts a lot longer than some of the other products I've had. So that is a great little thing. Like I said, it has those custom zones. It can also has custom voice reply. So let's say you're not home and you don't want to talk through, because you can talk through the doorbell with your own voice if you choose. But if you want to use, they have some preset options. You can just press one of those, like leave the package, I'm not home. Wouldn't suggest saying that. You don't want to tell a stranger you're not home. You can say I'm in the back, I'm busy, whatever. They've got some preset options you can also prick if you don't want to speak directly into it, which is just a nice little feature. Obviously, it's built for weather. So it has an IP65 weather rating. So it can handle the rain, it can handle the snow, it can handle the dust, heat, cold, whatever. It's built for that, which is obviously important. It also works with the assistant. So if you have a Google or Alexa assistant, it will work with that. So you have like the thing that shows you imagery, you have a screen, you can tell it to pull up the doorbell, it will show you the footage if you so desire. You can check in on it, you can check in on it on your phone via the app. The app's very easy to utilize. As far as the cloud storage, it does do that. You can obviously add on packages, whatever you want to do, basically setting up whatever you're most comfortable with. But you don't have to choose anything. You can just use the limited time or just use the SD card if you want to check that footage in case something happens. Those are all options for you, which is really, really great. But overall, it's a great little doorbell. If you are in the market and you're looking for a doorbell, absolutely love this one. It's a big feature of having a speaker that plugs in so you can actually hear and you don't have to have your phone with you or have to have it hooked up to an assistant to kind of do a chime. So if you're in the market for one, totally recommend checking this one out. If there's something that I didn't quite cover that you're a little curious about, feel free to hit me up in the comment section. I do typically respond to those. That is it till the next video. You guys, take it easy. Congrats, you made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated for the support. Be sure to hit that like button on the video. It really, really does help out. And if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to get notified when new videos come out on this channel.